The gentleman is recognized for as much time as he wishes to use.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Speaker, I rise in opposition to H.J. Res. 88. This Congressional Review Act resolution of disapproval would undo the Department of Labor's final rule that simply ensures financial advisors act in the best interest of their clients with retirement funds. Now, this is a Department of Labor rule, so it only applies to workers' retirement funds. In times past, people would retire and receive a defined benefit. They just retire and get their promised income. But now we have what are called defined contribution plans, where the money is invested, and over the years, if someone, even a modest income person, invests over his 40-year career, he could easily amass a fund of hundreds of thousands of dollars, even $1 million, if they start early and invest consistently. And so we're talking about people who may not have bought a single share of stock or a bond or a mutual fund in his life, who walks into an investment advisor's office with all of his savings that could amount to as much as $1 million. And for too long, certain financial advisors have been able to exploit loopholes in a decades-old regulation that governs investment advice for retirement savings. Right now, financial advisors can easily steer retirement clients towards financial products that may yield the advisor a big commission, but may not be in their client's best interest. Of course, not every financial advisor does this, but some do. This unscrupulous practice is providing what's called conflicted advice, insidiously eroding workers' retirement nest eggs. According to the White House Council on Economic Advisors, retirement savers lose $17 billion a year as a result of receiving conflicted advice about their retirement savings. The Department of Labor recognizes the magnitude of this problem, and the Department took action to protect workers' retirement savings. All told, they've been working on this issue for nearly 6 years. Over the past year alone, they conducted hundreds of meetings and provided the American public and industry representatives with nearly 6 months to weigh in on a proposal to fix the problem. Secretary Perez and his colleagues listened and repeatedly assured industry officials, members of Congress, and other stakeholders that the final proposal would reflect their input that the Department received, and that the Department would get the rule right. And I believe the Department did just that. The final rule addresses the legitimate concerns raised by members of Congress, industry, and other stakeholders without compromising the main goal, ensuring that retirement clients receive investment advice that's in their best interest. Now, I'm not alone in believing this. The broad, diverse coalition of stakeholders, including AARP, AFL-CIO, NAACP, National Council of La Raza, and many others, have registered strong support for the rule. But let's be clear, the support for the final rule is not limited to those who represent and advocate for consumers and workers. Initial reactions on the final rule from Merrill Lynch Wealth Management, TIAA, Morgan Stanley, and others in the financial services sector have been positive and encouraging. Other companies appear to be reserving judgment on the rule until they better understand its full implications, and that's understandable. But the House Republicans have not reserved judgment. They've rushed their judgment in their opposition to the final rule. And that's unfortunate, because this final rule is a responsible solution to a real problem. The rule will help workers enjoy a dignified retirement, and this resolution would reject the rule. Mr. Speaker, this resolution should be rejected for what it is, an effort to perpetuate an unacceptable status quo that allows some advisors to operate under a business model that puts their interests and their financial interests ahead of their clients' interests. We should protect workers' hard-earned retirement funds and reject this resolution. I reserve the balance of my time.
Gentleman from